The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast platform, its affiliates, or even the hosts. The information provided is for general informational purposes only and should not be taken as legal, financial, or professional advice. The host and guests are not liable for any errors of omission in the content, nor for any losses, injuries, or damages arising from the use of the information provided. Listeners are encouraged to seek professional advice relevant to their specific circumstances. Now enjoy the show.
Oh, I got to mute it. I muted my own self. What up, though?
What's going on?
Oh, man, chilling. You know, the computer decided that it was not ready to come to work. Speaking of not coming to work, wait a minute. I only see 2 bubbles. Wait. What is going on here? Okay. I guess Lady D took another vacation day off. Wish you well. Hopefully, we'll catch you back soon. But this means that there is no one here to stop me and Mike from causing utter madness. Other than that, it's going to be a great show. Welcome to Ops. I'm RG. I'm sitting right next to muted Mike. I think he just got unmuted. Hello, sir.
Still muted. What up? I'm back. What's cracking, man? I'm so happy to be here today.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you pulling.
Y'all know what it is. Welcome to the Ops, being brought to you by the United Front. Like RG said, I am one Mike, and he is RG.
Yes, and Lady D is taking an extra vacation day, so we'll catch her next week. And she has left us by ourselves to run the show.
Oh man, talk about running with scissors. By the way, you catch that on what, Tuesdays?
Yeah, tomorrow. Same time.
Same channel.
Same bad time, same bad channel. Put that in the
You already know. As always, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Share, tell a friend, or tell another friend to get with the livest network that's on the net. That is the United Front.
Indeed.
What we got for him today, RG?
Oh man, your buddy's back. Playoff P and the Sixers are on vacation.
Oh yeah. I mean, they got walloped in that last closing game. What was that, game 4? Ugh.
Yeah, it was bad.
Man, I heard it was more New York fans than Philly fans in the building.
And low key, they was trying to prevent that from happening, but I wouldn't have drove all the way to Philly to watch my team get murdered.
But you really don't have to. You could just jump on the train.
That's $2 I could save because they got.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 30-point shellacking.
Mm-hmm.
It was nasty. What was it, like 144 to 114, something like that?
It's pretty bad, bro.
Yeah, it was ugly. It was ugly.
Also, Wemby could do no wrong, by the way, all of a sudden.
Yeah, I can see that.
Treating him like Jordan a little bit. It's a little sketchy, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay, what else we got?
And finally, RG likes to run around in a circle once a year.
Oh, yes, he does. I was shocked. He just popped up and started running in circles.
Yes. It's different from running with scissors, you don't have to worry about falling. So,
I want to congratulate you on that. So we definitely gonna talk about it. I can't wait to get into it. One thing about RG, he gonna keep it moving, regardless of who show up, who not there. He's gonna keep it going. And that's one thing that you gotta appreciate about this guy.
I appreciate that, sir. Actually, we made it a whole segment because everything went well, but
just leave it at that. Dot.
Yes. You know, it's RG. There's a story involved, so yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's always a story.
Yes,
always a story.
Let's see. So, how was your weekend, sir?
Oh man, my weekend was pretty good. Nothing too. Oh wait, it was Mother's Day, so it was a spectacular weekend.
Yeah, okay.
We definitely celebrated.
Yes,
We
it
went out to eat. Shout out to Precious and I. Thank y'all so much for your continued support as always. And shout out to all the mothers out there.
Yeah, related, man. It's all good, man.
Yes,
appreciate y'all.
We do.
But how was yours? They pick one day, but we should be showing love to our people all the time. So don't let that one day be the one day. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you look out for your folks.
That's great advice.
Yeah. Weekend was cool. It's most of my weekend is hinging on what happened Saturday, but Friday was pretty peaceful. I got to kind of kick back a little bit. Then Saturday was the event. We'll talk about that later. And then Sunday was kind of like a kickback day. I probably should have did more work on the United Front end of the world, but we got through today.
Oh man, we here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kyle and Gavin. They say hello, hi, and Precious is in the building. She says, "Hey, fam,
what up, though? Let's go ahead and give our people some love." Yeah, we are active chat. So as we talk through this show, for those who are new to us, we do talk back. All we ask is that you be respectful because we got kids, family, and friends all in the chat. So we try to keep it family related. Don't mean we get edgy, but we do try to keep it where listen to it. So that's all we ask, yo. But yeah, feedback definitely in the building. Please and thank you. All right, so there's no real the topic. John, please post the topic, my dear friend. Oh, wrong one. Should be episode 76. Oh, I'm sorry. Boom. I'm gonna save it. Go ahead, hit it now, sir. Game night, episode 76. This time we're gonna flip game night. Last time we actually played a game online. This time we're actually gonna talk about some old school like board games. I feel like board games and card games outside of gambling have become a lost art.
What do you have against gambling? No, I'm just kidding. I thought this show was about to be lit.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I
definitely.
Bad to say about gambling. Gambling is man's best friend next to dog. So what are we talking about?
Let's go. All right. So where you want to start off today, sir? Balls in your court.
Let's start with sports. Got a few sports topics we can cover. Then that'll also cover the 5K and all that good stuff. So yeah, let's start with some sports. My bad, y'all. All the music is crazy, right? No, we appreciate everyone pulling up and just showing some love. It's really a pleasure to meet some new folks. This weekend, watched a lot of basketball, which is rare for me because I'm usually watching, usually run around the circle. But I had the pleasure of watching the 76ers get the official breaks beat off them. It was really, really bad. And I know that the Sixers went through a few things with Joel Embiid being hurt and playoff Pete, Mike's homie being like down bad, but bro, it was bad, Mike. What's up with your man? They got beat by 30, bro. What's up with
it got ugly. It got ugly fast, man. Like, first of all, you got the bench putting up like I don't know how many threes. What's his name put up, but it was like 7 of them bad boys early. So this is the second round that New York has went into a closeout game and put it away like handily. So they're definitely taking care of business. So I'm not mad about it. This is the New York Knicks that we expected to see from the beginning of the season, and we're just now getting it. So I mean, they're hitting on all cylinders at the right time.
Okay, so you being the fellow Pistons fan, I am a Pistons fan too, but you got your fandom's way higher than mine.
You say the Detroit basketball.
That's right. So, sir, are you nervous, right? Because I do believe the Pistons are going to beat the Cavaliers.
Yes.
But with the Knicks playing the way we're playing, they can go 16 straight, buddy. and be waiting for the whoever comes out of the West. Or what say you? They cooking, bro, because the Thunder gonna be done early. Because I don't believe the Lakers will win a game, so I ain't even worried about the West Coast.
Yeah. Well, I'm not nervous. I believe in the Pistons. I think that they're gonna definitely take care of what they need to take care of tonight and go up 3-1. If not, I still think that they'll do what they need to do. I think the Pistons are gonna win this series and meet New York. I think the Pistons are battling some redemption from last season, losing in the first round to the Knicks last year.
Yep. Big shout out to Maya. Flood the chat with a bunch of hellos. You got one more of those hellos, then we're going to ding you as a bot and get you up out the paint. So cut that out. Thank you. Save for the humans, homie. Save for the humans. Got love for you. All right. So.
But I like the Pistons to win that series against the Knicks. Probably about 6 or 7 games.
All right, so let's go to the elephant in the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Spurs star Victor Wembanyama will not face any further discipline for elbowing Naz Reid in Game 5 against San Antonio Spurs. What makes it sketchy, this was considered a flagrant 2. That's usually, you get a day off from work once you elbow somebody in the throat.
Sure, he elbowed him like in the side of the jaw. It was nasty.
Yeah.
I thought he should have got a game, at least. I was thinking 1 game. Playoffs is Wemby. You know, you don't want to be too long. I mean, Draymond got a suspension.
Yes. Okay, so I will say it like this. We're not known Wemby for hurting people. So no. I know they would probably give him a pass. Draymond already had a history of doing horrible things to people, so you couldn't let him slide at this point, you know.
Yeah, reputation plays a big part.
Yeah, but that's pretty bad, though. That was a pretty bad elbow. Bro.
I know, and that's why I say reputation plays a big part in this. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was Stewart, if it was Draymond, they definitely would have lost a game or 2.
Yeah, easily. It would not been close.
Yeah,
it would not been close. The Pistons game also started there, sir. So everybody started out not hitting nothing. So So for those who don't know, me and Mike are also following the Pistons live. So if you want to be a part of the chat, we're gonna refer to them throughout this show. So just hop on NBC, you can watch the show and we'll talk about it together as they play. You know,
all day.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So I was a little shocked by that because it's like I know he's a future in NBA, quote unquote, but he still threw an elbow and hit somebody in the neck, bro. What are we doing?
He did. I guess it's just frustration, but you know, like they said earlier, I'm not making no excuses for him. I think it was a terrible play, but I think frustration and immaturity, being young, you know, Wemby, they say it's 22, something like that. That's all I got. But outside of that, it was a nasty play. Do you consider him a dirty player? Like, how many dirty plays do you get before you consider dirty?
It depends. Okay, so dirty plays are subjective, right? Because it's in sport and people are going to run into each other and they're going to hit each other, stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on how you do it. Like, I would say it like this. Ron Artest with that back elbow to, like, James Harden that almost, like, took him off the planet. May have been a mistake. Pretty bad. You got to take some days off work.
Okay.
Or your favorite point guard all the time, always kicking people in the junk. That guy?
Excuse me. And he's talking about Chris Paul.
Yes. Yeah, that guy got to go. He out here kicking. He been kicking people in the junk since he was in college, bro. That's no good. So it depends on how bad it is, you know.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
But my thing is, like, Wemby should know this is going to happen, right? He's played enough basketball to know that if they can't beat you, they're going to harass you. Every big man gets harassed. Shaq, Wilt, Kareem. Everybody got jokes because they can't beat you. So only thing they can do is get inside your mind and break you down.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's never played high-level basketball. He's been playing high-level basketball for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
What are you talking about here?
I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't know. Watching that game and him getting ejected in the second quarter definitely changed the sight of that series because now it's 2-2. They could have, San Antonio could have went up, I think, with Wemby. But now the pressure is on Wemby to complete this if they lose, it's going to be on Wemby.
Yes.
But the funny thing about it,
bravo to the wait a minute, before we go, bravo to Timberwolves. They did what they needed to do. They had to find a way to get that man out the paint. If it's harassment or bucket, they found a way to get that man out the paint. So
that's true. That's true. The funny thing though is San Antonio barely lost that game without Wemby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they're a solid team. I don't take anything away from San Antonio. They're actually a really good team.
Yeah. Definitely. Just a couple other rundowns here.
What you got,
San Antonio and Minnesota are tied 2 games apiece, as we mentioned. They're going back to San Antonio for game, 5? Yeah, that's game 5. And the Pistons, they're in action right now, like you mentioned earlier, against Cleveland. This series, Pistons up 2-1. So we want the Pistons to win. I think they need to take care of business tonight. It's not going to be easy. I actually had them losing game 3, so we're right in pocket to where we're supposed to be. And the Lakers play OKC in LA tonight.
They booked their vacation tonight.
Well, they're praying not to get swept. And the Lakers are down 3-0.
Yeah, they're booking their vacation. Like, Travel Velocity is about to be in the building, bro.
Yeah, it's going to be, you said Travel Velocity.
Bro,
I can see that.
It's over.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I would love to see another LeBron run because, I feel like he can do it, but I feel like the team he has, this space are a little bit too low for this level of competition.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was going at when I was, talking about the Lakers, throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
But they did make it farther than I thought they would. I had them losing in the first round.
Me too.
They got to where they're at. They're playing against the reigning NBA champions.
Right. So I'm gonna pose this question to the chat, right? So me and Mike talk about sports all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I would say, word or gun to your head, who's winning the championship? Sir.
Oh, you talking to me in the chat? Oh,
me? Yeah, in the chat, but I can't talk to everybody. It's a couple thousand people in the chat, so
I feel you. I'm going with the Pistons. I'm gonna ride with my home team.
All right. I'm going to be one of those fence sitters. So it's either going to be the Spurs or the Pistons. I feel like we're looking at the NBA Finals with the Spurs and the Pistons.
Yeah, the Spurs are really they can be a real problem for us.
Because
so could OKC. I think the favorite is gonna. I think no matter who wins out the East, I think the West is gonna be the favorite.
I think Wemby gets his lick back because he don't like OKC all that much. I feel he gets his lick back if he gets out of this round. And Mike,
we got
I think he's frozen a bit. Oh, you back? Cool. I thought you was frozen for a minute. He was like thinking about it, like, uh-oh. Thinking about
it. I thought you were gone. But you didn't finish your thought. I didn't hear your final thought.
No, I was saying if Wemby gets out of this round, he takes the Thunder out because he has no love lost for the Thunder. You know what I mean? If anybody has more beef with it would probably be the Thunder, right?
It's Chet Holmgren he hates. It's Chet Holmgren. Let's talk about this 4K. I mean, this 5K.
Yes.
Put some respect on it.
Thank you.
Okay, first of all, how did you get involved in this?
I am the most randomest person ever in life, right? So a couple years ago, I was bored. I was on the line, and I seen something about this thing called Run the D. I'm like, what the hell is Run the D?
Okay.
And it's a 5K run. I'm like, I exercise very little, and I drink a lot, and I smoke a lot. Let's run a 5K. And that's how it all started. It was just the most randomest thing I felt like I should do at the time. And it actually helped me because it actually made me be more active.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was just the most randomest thought ever in life. And then I invited a bunch of my crazy friends who were fool enough to follow Obi-Wan on the darn fool mission. And we've been doing it ever since.
That's what's up, man.
Just doing random things to, branch out. There's only so much, podcasting and stuff you can do. You got to keep it active. You got to do something. Get outside your comfort zone. Feel better for yourself.
Not mad about it. Not mad at it. That's what's up. So how did you do?
Now with that being said, okay. So
all right.
For the crew that I was rolling with, everybody had something to do on a Saturday, which is fine. It happens, right? We live real life. We're older people. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna run this solo, right? So I'm like, well, ain't nobody here to run with. I'm just gonna walk it, right? So start with a little jog, and I'm like, I'm just gonna casually jog it, walk it out, cool. Then my athlete kicked in, because here's what happened. I'm up here nursing it, and I seen this every bit of 60-year-old granny shoot by me like she was like Flojo. And I was like, oh, hell no. And then that's when I started hoofing it. And don't get me wrong, I didn't run all the way through. Full disclosure, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not run the whole 5K through. I ain't gonna sit up here in front.
Okay. No.
But it was like run a little, walk a little, run a little, walk a little. Because I figured, like, if these people 2 times my age can go out here and at least keep their feet moving, what am I doing?
Okay.
And it started from there, bro. And I'm gonna lie to you, I felt great. I ran the 5K, had some snacks, got home, and I thought I was good. But around 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I tell you.
Okay.
After all the adrenaline wore off and everything, my kneecaps put in a formal complaint. it was all bad from that point on. So yeah, I'm just now kind of feeling back to normal. Yeah, my knees were like, sir, by the way, you're 50. You're not young. Hurt. So yeah, I've been kind of, I don't say hobbled, but yeah, I've been moving a little slower for the last 2 days.
Okay. All right.
But I wouldn't take anything back. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would not take anything back. And I plan on doing it next year. And I actually got in my 1 to 2 mile walk today. So I'm back, you know, I'm still back training to get better. So
okay. I'm not mad at that either. So that's his number.
There's a little code on the bottom. If you put in that number, you'll see what my results are. They haven't posted yet. So I haven't seen them yet. So if you guys get the little scan code, use your phone, put in 6035, you can actually see what my time is. Because I don't even know yet. And if you find out for me, put it in the chat so I can figure it out. Okay,
that's dope.
And in true non-healthy fashion, I got my participation medal. And I know how much you hate participation medals. But I got this one in blood, sir. My knees paid the ultimate price.
How about this? Once you reach a certain age, so there's this age range where participation trophies and medals don't count. But I think we succeeded that once you hit over, I don't know, maybe 40, 35.
Okay.
Where a participation award is acceptable, because you didn't have to do this. At our age, man, you could just sit down, watch TV, watch other people run, and gamble on that.
Hey, I took the biggest gamble. I ran a 5K, dude.
You did. That, you know what? You're right. Yeah. You're right. You took the biggest.
Rogers out of here. I'm the gambler, sir.
The ultimate gambler. But no, man, that's amazing. And I hope you do keep it up. I don't know if I'll ever run a 5K, but you know, I try to run.
Key though, it's run or walk. So I decided to put myself through twerking because it is run or walk.
You're right.
But at the same time, bro, the vibes are so cool. For me, it's just having something to do. Downtown Detroit is so cool, man, because I grew up in a time where it wasn't safe to be in Detroit. And now I've grown up to a point where it is awesome to be in Detroit. So to have these type of events where everybody, no matter what you from or what you about, y'all can all go kick it and ain't nothing gonna happen to you. And it's all vibes and all love. I'm here for that. So as long as it stays safe and stays athletic, then I'll probably do it, you know, here on out. That'll be my annual thing to do.
Okay.
It's just nice to have like really healthy, fun things to do that don't require like fights.
I got you. Yeah, definitely. That's fire, man. What you I'm sitting up here trying to transition to the next the next sport. What we got next?
We got a little bit of NFL news, a little bit of MMA, and a little bit of there are someone cutting grass outside by the way. Like they're right by my house.
Sound like you're going in and out kind of too.
It's doggone someone's cutting grass by my house. So.
Okay, I hear that.
Yeah. So also we have a little bit of NFL. Got some combat sports. We got an event coming up and a little bit of WWE news. So
let's do combat sports.
So May 16th, we're going to get the fight we should have got 20 years ago.
Oh, Lord.
On Netflix. We got Ronda Rousey fighting Gina Carano, right? This fight would have been mega dope 10 to 15 years ago, right? So I don't think it's gonna be really good, but I'm already paying for Netflix. So I'm probably gonna watch it. It's on May 16th, and pretty much like Rhonda's 39. I think Gina's 40 something.
Okay.
And neither one of them say like I'm ready to fight. I think it's a money grab, But that's most of the Netflix events. If you haven't noticed, they're all money grabs. So
they are. They definitely are. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out, but I don't know. Like sometimes some fights are too late. I'm just gonna say that it's just too late. But I'll probably watch it just to have something to talk about when we come back here, especially since you brought it up today. So next Monday we'll probably talk about it.
Oh yeah, and that's just like Anthony Joshua and Gypsy King. All of a sudden, after the fact, like, bro, we've been waiting for that fight for about 10 years. What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean Joshua going out knocking people's jaws out of giving people jaw realignments.
Okay, so can we be honest?
Yes.
It's one thing to fight the Gypsy King. It's one thing to fight like a person who talks on the internet. It's a big difference. Don't get me wrong. Jake Paul has slept some people.
Yes, he has.
But Anthony Joshua, there's levels to this, son. That's all I'm gonna say. It's levels to this, son.
It is. It is. And I wasn't mad at it.
Oh no.
I wasn't mad at it at all.
Nope. So. Not at all. So let's see what else we got. Oh, let's go to NFL real quick. So Anthony Peterson is being inducted into the Vikings Ring of Honor. Actually, I thought he was already in there because if he's not in the Hall of Fame, he should be because you're never going to get a run like that for a while.
Oh, you talking about Adrian Peterson?
Yeah.
Okay. You had said Anthony.
Yeah, Adrian Peterson got inducted into the Vikings Ring of Honor. So
yes,
big shout out to him.
Fire.
I felt like he should have already been in there, but
Yeah, he like to whoop his kids with belts or something like that, and they ain't like that. So kind of, I think that had a little something to do about it, probably.
But bro, okay, so I grew up in the 80s, right?
Me too.
That was common. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Like in our era, people got whooped. It's just what it was.
And sometimes you have to pick out your own switch.
Sometimes. Shoot, you didn't know my grandma.
That's what I'm saying. My grandma, man, I wasn't over there. I was over there a lot. Yeah, all the time I got to pick out my own switch.
And I'm gonna let you kids. This is a Google search. Okay, kids, we used to get whoopings as kids. When we did bad stuff, there was no timeout. There was no think about what you did. It was a whipping. And the person chose their weapon of choice. Some were good with belts. Some were good with switches. Some were all hands. We didn't like the people all hands.
Let me just to not get it confused what a switch is. It's not the attachment to a pistol.
Oh, yeah. We're talking about an actual wig off of a bush that you whoop people with. We're not talking about shooting the club up. Thank you, Mike. I forget it's 2026.
You're welcome. No problem.
Dude, I'd still be in therapy if my grandma pulled a gun on me. Recover, bro. It's like, I'm sorry. I'll just eat the tater tot. Do we have to pull a gun on me, grandma? God.
I'll drink the milk. Pistons down by 3, 15-18. Still in the first quarter. FY.
Thanks, sir.
No
it's
problem.
early. It's early.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And by the way, welcome back to basketball because he was kind of good last game.
Yeah, he was. 7 points. To close out the game. Really, I mean, and K had those turnovers that hurt, but
yeah,
they'll clean it up.
But they were tired, bro. I can honestly say they were tired because they played like they were tired.
They looked it. Yeah, exactly. So,
all right.
Let's
see.
We
one
need
more
to go.
thing, and then we got one more we can squeeze in, and then we can hit this break.
Okay.
We didn't get to talk about it last week, but Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods asked for their release from WWE last week. A lot of people were upset, and I finally got the story on behind why they did it. So they signed an extension last year for like 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
And the company came back to them this year and asked them to renegotiate for way less money.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like I understand why they asked for their release because if you sign a new deal and then you come back to me a year later and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna need some of that money back.
Mm-hmm.
But the executives are all taking in these raises. Yeah, I kind of would ask for my release too. So
Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah, big shout out to them. Hopefully, we'll see you guys down the road, either wrestling or doing whatever you guys do. So big shout out.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, Mr. John. Let's hit some commercials.
Yeah.
WSAN Radio, the soul of America and beyond. Turn it up and feel the rhythm of the greatest old school music ever made. From Smokey Robinson and the Temptations to Diana Ross, Aretha Franklin, Luther Vandross, and more. This is the music that touches your soul and moves your spirit 24/7. Listen live now at WSANradio.com and take the vibe with you everywhere. Download the WSAN Radio app today on the Apple App Store or Google Play. WSAN Radio, feel the soul.
Got me together with this two-piece. It's the good leggings, no see-through business.
We are back. It's the Ops. I'm RG. Sitting up here with my brother, One Mike. Lady D took the evening off. We all wish you a speedy return. Show's not St. Atchison, so can't take too many days off. We're going to have to come find you. Tonight's topic. Mr. John, show me what tonight's topic is, sir. Game nights. This time we're flipping game night a little bit differently. You know, RG got a list. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But I do have a little bit of pop culture. So.
Okay, let's go there.
Let's get the pop culture there, young John. For me to. All right. So, of course, I'm scouring the internet looking for content like I always am. And I run across this post from a young person. And when I mean under 50, that's what I mean by young people, under 50. And I have nothing against young people, so don't at me saying I'm mean or whatever. But this youngster has the audacity to say, hey, if you're 50 years or older, you shouldn't be wearing Jordans anymore. And I was flabbergasted. I was like, man, what are we talking about here? I'm gonna I think Mike might be muted. So, sir, what is going on with the children when they say we can't wear J's no more? What is going on, sir?
I have no idea. No idea. I feel like, we were, if you're 50, you were in the Jordan era when the shoes were at its original state. That's it.
Thank you. Okay, so I gotta give the kids some background, right? Because I think they miss out on this point, right? By the time they got older, their parents are my age, so we have money. So they got to have the J's, they got to have the Yeezys and all that stuff, right? Because we had bread at this point. When we were kids, we couldn't afford those shoes. Most of us could not. Yeah, we may cut grass and got a pair of shoes, but we couldn't afford a lot of that stuff. So now that I'm older and I got credit cards and a real ass job, oh yeah, you best believe your boy about to get all them J's that I could not grab
when you were younger. You're right.
Yeah. Because that's my culture. Everything about that is not just the material goods, it's the culture in which I come from, where sneakers are a really big deal. And I still wear sneakers to this day. Yeah. So the kids telling me that, hey, you can't celebrate your culture now that you got credit. Oh no, that's unacceptable.
That's fair. But yeah, no, I mean everything that we wore is coming back in style, actually at a higher price than what we had to pay for it. And they don't even half the stuff don't even look the same.
No,
just but I'm a fan of it. I love how I feel about nostalgia and nostalgic things. I'm a big fan of Air Max 95s and things of that nature. So that's where my heart is at. I haven't bought a pair in a while, so I think it's about time.
Now, don't be wrong. The new shoes are way better tech back. So, and people are probably going to murder me on the internet, but hear me out.
I'm listening.
The LeBron shoe is a way better quality shoe than the Jordan. I'm not talking about looks. I'm talking about like wear every day and not feel like your foot's going to fall off. So, way better shoe.
Okay.
But Jordans are way more stylish and more classic. So I'm a fan of the new and the old. So it's not like I just got a whole bunch of old school shoes. But the technology in these newer shoes, oh man, your boy can walk.
He said your boy can walk. Yes. I feel you. Okay. I'm not mad at you. I never owned a pair of LeBrons. I did try on a pair his earlier pair or whatever, but I remember trying to play basketball in Jordans. They were kind of heavy for me. So I didn't like that. I wonder if LeBron's shoes is like that. Right now I wear low top Kevin Durant's, and those are light.
Those are good. I love Kevin Durant's.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I hope in. But as far as like my everyday shoe, I got away from the Air Force Ones, and more so just into still Nikes, but different. They're a variety. My younger days wouldn't allow me to wear a lot of Jordans because of my allegiance to the Pistons.
True.
So yeah, that was a good one though.
I would say it like this. I think my everyday shoe is usually an Air Max or a LeBron or KD. But when I'm actually dressing up, it's usually like the Jordans and stuff like that. And shout out to Kim. She brought me a pair of Ewings. So you may every once in a while you might see me rock a pair.
I had a pair of those too. I remember Brandon had the New York ones, the blue, orange, and white ones.
Yes.
And I had the black and white ones.
So yeah. But yeah, kids, we buy this stuff because we can at this point. So don't deny us, young kids. Don't deny us. Please and thank you.
Yes, exactly. All right.
So now we got that point. I had to get that on the chest.
That sounded like a little petty bill.
Oh no, I got Pettyville too.
Okay.
So actually, it's NBA related. But we can hop into the topic, right?
Let's go.
Mr. John, let's get into that topic, right? Game night. We've been talking about it. We're here now. Mm-hmm. When I was talking to Mike about this earlier, we were talking about how board games and card games are kind of like a lost art, and a lot of people are moving to digital means. By the way, I'm one of them because I actually play spades on my iPad every night. I'm not immune from it. But there's still a level of like coolness to playing board games. It's more personal. So if you really want to know your friends and how they're cut, play Monopoly.
Oh man, I know.
Know about your friends. So
yes. Yeah.
So, and one person who put me up on board games in this modern time is actually you, bro.
Really?
Yeah, because I kind of, everybody got a pocket Uno card in the tuck, but I really hadn't been playing a lot of card and board games at that point. I've been more like digital stuff. So, big shout out to you for keeping it a buck. I appreciate it.
Thanks. What's funny is like, I asked this question to you earlier. It's like, do you remember when you first learned how to play Uno? And I don't.
No, it felt like, dude, I remember playing Uno with my sister and my cousin, but it's almost like I knew how to play, and I don't know how I did.
I think we're just born
I don't think we ever sat down.
That's why we got our own rules.
Yes, because big shout out to my cousin Junior. He used to play. We used to call Eat the Deck, right? And what they did it was kind of diabolical, right? They would take 3 decks of Uno cards, put them all together, and you had to pull until your card came up. Do you know how infuriating it is? It's called Eat the Deck, and then they're telling you, eat the deck, eat the deck. So you may have one card, or you might have 15, and it was
That's
brutal.
mean.
I know.
That's worse. We got this Uno game now that we playing, where you can have Uno and somebody got a card that's basically everybody puts their hand back into the thing and the dealer has to shuffle them up again and redeal. So it's mean.
I'm so mad, bro.
Yeah, so you have Uno, and next thing you know, you got 6 cards in your hand again, or 7, however many you know.
I don't know if my mental health can handle that. I just need basic Uno.
I know. Then it has another wild card, you know, like you can write whatever you want on the card as far as like draw 4, draw 10, or get up and dance. It whatever you're supposed to make it you know, more fun, I guess. But nothing's fun unless you're Uno and out.
True.
That's it.
True.
You know, that's it. And you know, the way me and Aya play, and it's so funny, is we'll play we basically play like a series of best out of 7, best out of 11, something like that. And whoever gets the first to 5, something like that.
All right.
And I can remember teaching her how to play, and then just watching the development of strategy kick in is so amazing. Because at first you're just matching you're matching numbers and the colors.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you watch her just develop the idea of, if I put this down, and then when it come back on me, put this down, and you know, I'll be done. You know, maybe it took for me to give her that treatment a couple times and for her to learn, but yeah, it's amazing.
That's a rite of passage, by the way, because I remember the first time it happened to me. Me and Kim, shout out to my sister Kim, we playing Uno, and I was thinking I'm winning, right?
Yep.
And Kim still had like 6 cards in her hand, right? I'm down 1. I'm like, Uno. She's like, it's my turn. She's like, draw 2, draw 2, draw 2, reverse, draw 2, Uno, out. Dude, I was
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And we're 3 years apart, right? So I'm 5, she's 8. And you realize how bad you feel at 5 years old when someone just destroys every bit of confidence you had.
Yeah, man, that's a flip the table moment. That's a 52 card pick. Well, it's a lot more cards than 52 in Uno, but you get the drift. I'm done.
Yeah, and Kim was tougher than me, so it's not like I can fight my bully either. So
I understand.
Like a bully beat you in Uno, and they can beat you in the fight. So you gotta
you just gotta tough it out. Just be like, I'll just take this L. That's funny. Any other games that y'all used to play together? I don't know, Clue or Battleship or.
It's so weird, right? Remember we talk about living in an analog world and a digital world?
Yes.
And I truly remember a time where we had a crap ton of board games. We had like Operation.
Yes.
You know, we had checkers, we had chess, we had card games. And then as Nintendo and everything started becoming more of a thing, we had less and less board games. But we had them all. Clue, Operation, Monopoly, Payday, all them joints. We had them all.
Yep. Same here. I kind of miss those days of like playing Life or games like that. We still can. We just don't think about them as much. Like you said, it's more of a digital phase right now. Like playing I don't even know. Like shoot, it gets crazy with Tetris.
Yes. Big shout out to Life on PS1. The game of Life on PS1 is amazing. By the way.
For real?
Probably one of my favorite video game adaptations of an actual board game.
Okay, so, I'm not up on that one.
Yeah, they came out with the game of Life for PS1, and it's pretty much the whole game exactly what it is, but it's all animated and stuff like that. So it makes it so much funner to do.
And that sounds fun. Okay, that's live. That is live. But yeah, Electronic Battleship was one of my all-time favorites.
Yes.
Especially when you learn how to set your grid up and space your ships out. It was super fun. We had the talking Battleship, so that was one of my favorites.
Dude, but you know me, If I'm talking about it, you know I got a list, right?
Okay. Let's do
So we went with classic board games, right? And let me tell you why. I put in, hey, the top 10 board games of all time
it.
or
Okay.
just currently, and I didn't know any of them. I had never heard of none of this stuff.
Okay. All right. Let's hear these. Let's hear these. This seems hilarious.
So, and for the sake of the show and the content, we went with the top classic board games because, bro, that list was like, what's that? What's that? What's that?
Oh,
What's
this is
that?
gonna be so
What's that?
fun.
So-
Okay.
So we're going to keep in mind these are classic board games. So
Okay.
top 10. So, sir, what do you think number 10 is? You kind of just mentioned it. I'm gonna give you a hint.
Okay. I just mentioned it.
Just mentioned it.
Life.
Battleship, sir, is
Oh,
number 10.
Battleship. Oh no,
Yeah.
Battleship. Okay, I thought it would be higher. Okay, Battleship is fire.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love Battleship. I played it in a video game. I played it in real life. It's never not fun. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, pretty dope.
It was the
Um,
electronic one for me because it had the sound effects and everything. That's why it's electronic, not the one with just the pegs. You had to have the electronic talking Battleship.
Right.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, we're going to put an asterisk on it. It has to be electronic if it's number 10.
Right.
All right. So, number 9 is backgammon. Backgammon,
Oh.
I learned how to play that from my mom and my neighbor, right? I didn't know it was like a gambling game per se, but I learned how to play that with my neighbor and my mom. They used to play that all the time and stuff.
Same with my parents. They had a they had a whole little case. It was nice. It was like a leather case with nice little felt on the inside and
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah.
And the crazy part is there was no checkers, but you still play checkers with them too. So
Yes.
it was like dual purpose.
Yes. I remember
So big
that.
shout out to backgammon. I know the kids like, what the hell is the backgammon? Look it up, children. We're trying to give you some new stuff to play. So
Yeah.
all right. Now this game I had never heard of. It's called Pandemic. It's number 8.
Pandemic.
It's called Pandemic. It's number 8, and it's regarded as a cooperative game about saving the world. So anybody who's ever played Pandemic, put that in the chat because I never heard of that game ever in life.
When did it even come out? But that sounds horrible.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't sound bad. It just don't sound good.
No, it's yes.
So this title, I'm definitely gonna have to like Google search because I had never heard.
You know what? I'm gonna write it down and Google search it later. Pandemic. Okay.
And I have another one, and I'm going to actually put this in our chat because I never heard of this game either. Let's see. Let me see if I get the spelling right. It says it is it's like Carcassonne, and I'm gonna put it in the chat so somebody can help me with the spelling on that. Is CARCASSE, and what's that? ONNE. So
Never heard of this.
Never heard of it. So it's supposed to be a tile placement game focused on building a landscape. So never heard of that at all.
No.
Carcassonne. I'm like, okay. That was never in I never seen that in like Toys R Us ever in life, right?
Nope. Neither have I.
All right. So now we in the top 5, sir.
Okay, top 5. Let's go.
Top 5. All right. So we got right past the ones that I had no idea what the hell. All right. So what do you think number 5 is? Super classic game.
Okay. I'm gonna guess sorry.
No. Scrabble, sir.
Scrabble. Oh, okay. I thought that might be a little higher.
Yeah, no, Scrabble's number 5.
Okay.
So with Scrabble being number 5, what's number 4? And we talk about this game a lot.
We talk about it a
It's
lot.
on your phone. It's on every system. Breaks up families.
Oh, that's Monopoly?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Number 4 is Monopoly, by the way.
Yeah,
So-
Monopoly is mean.
Yeah, Monopoly. You get to understand your family members playing Monopoly, right?
Yeah, I love Monopoly. I don't play it enough.
You know what the problem is? It's like with Monopoly, it takes hours to play, and I think our attention span is greatly reduced. You know?
Yeah, man. Like we need a shorter version of it, but that's what if the game is not really that long, it takes away from the heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? Like you spend all this time to build up, You know what I'm saying? Your whole little bankruptcy plan or whatever, to kill everybody. And when you fail at such a long game, it just sucks. Now you're borrowing money, you're trying to sell off your assets, and you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
shoot, they should change this game to life.
Right.
That
is too close to home for me. I'm like, no, not again.
Right. I can't even play a game without being in debt. Anyway, proceed.
All right. So number 3, I had never heard of this, but I'm gonna run it by you.
Okay.
It's a game called Ticket to Ride, and it's supposed to be a popular award-winning game where people collect train cards to claim railway routes that connect you to cities across North America. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I had never heard of this, but apparently it is in that top 10.
Yeah.
So
never heard
anybody
of
playing
it.
Ticket to Ride, put that in the chat. Never heard of that. So we got another game that I never heard of. So.
Ticket to Ride. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the chat. And
All right.
and what I would ask for you guys to do, if you guys are into board games, stuff like that, check some of this stuff out. Let us know. We might be missing out on some stuff. I don't claim to be an expert, but I am fascinated by these things. So that's why we got the people. If you guys can do the research and tell us if it was something we should be playing. So put that in chat. Ticket to Ride. That is number 3 on the list.
All right. I don't know about that, but okay.
Right. So then we got let's go to number 2. It's a game called Catan. Another game I never heard of. So the premise of I know, right? And I'll put the spelling there so people can look it up. So this is a learning show today, right? So all right. So it used to be called the Settlers of Catan, right? So it's a 3 to 4 players board game where people collect resources, wood, brick, wheat, sheep, and ore to build roads and settlements on a hexagon board. So it's kind of like what you call like a Minecraft or like a city builder on a video game. So it's a board game version of that. So shout out to Catan. I'll go ahead and put that in the chat so people can do the research on that. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, it sounds like something I've never played, but if it's fly, let me know, folks.
Exactly.
All right, and sir, you gotta know number 1. You gotta know number 1. Sir, you know number 1.
I know number 1.
The greatest classic game of all time.
Greatest classic game of all time?
All time.
We already said Monopoly. Chutes and Ladders? I don't know.
No, sir. People have gotten into fights over this game.
Oh,
because it is a battle of wits.
Chess?
So, yes.
Oh, wow. I wasn't even thinking chess, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, chess is an awesome game. I'm not as good as I used to be. I used to be kind of good at chess, but I'm not anymore. But definitely check out chess. It's a very classic game. It teaches you a lot about strategy and just having a better idea of how to navigate in space. It's pretty dope. So
I love, how I feel about chess. I play it every day against my partner in crime, but it's a game that makes you feel superior as far as intelligence to, a lot of people. Iron sharpens iron. So like when I'm playing people that I normally, like me playing luck, I don't feel stupid losing 10 straight games. I feel like I'm getting better.
Fair.
But at the same time, it is matching wits and strategy, and there's all different types of styles to play. There's books out there. Like chess is really taken serious.
Yeah, big shout out to chess, man. I do enjoy the game. I'm just not as good as I used to be because I don't practice. But yeah, definitely every once in a while I pick up the chessboard and remind myself that I need to do better.
Man, it's super fun. I wish you did play it more, because then I'll just give me more people to play.
Bro, I play on chess.com, but I need to play the puzzles. Just to kind of keep my brain sharp. I do that.
That's exactly where we play at. Chess.com. Yeah, I play chess.com. I'll have to send you a game. I play that. I do the puzzles and I do the they got a new thing. I forgot what it's called, but it's puzzles too. You just got to get so many in a row and you move around the board. It's kind of sweet.
All right. So before we go to Mikeisms or Pettyville, excuse me, let's do a game update. Right now, the game is tied 35-35. Pistons versus Cleveland. So
Yes.
yeah, they're going back and forth. I'm happy about this. I feel like Detroit is going to win it, but they were looking pretty bad down the stretch.
Yeah, on Saturday.
Yeah.
So good job. I like that.
All right. So I got a Pettyville. You got any Pettyville, sir?
Not yet. I'm still trying to maneuver through one. But go ahead.
No. Let's go to Pettyville, John. All right, since we got some new folks in the chat, shout out to all the new watchers and listeners. We appreciate you guys. Pettyville are things that get on our nerves throughout the day, right? So it could be somebody cutting you off in traffic. It could be anything that got on your nerves. It can be a Pettyville. And today, I have an NBA version of Pettyville, sir. I feel like we had to relax on this Wemby praise, right? And I'm not a hater, right? I know everybody's like, oh, Wemby this, but they are actually putting him in the same conversation with like Will and Shaq and Kareem. And I'm like, we got to slow down on the Wemby love, right? And I'm not saying like hate on him, but he has to win stuff to get this type of praise because they got him up there like, I hate though, like you see it on the internet where they say Wemby standing at the table, who has to get up? Nobody. He hasn't won anything. He didn't win the gold medal. When he went up against the best talent in the world, they got cooked. I'm not saying he was the only person on Team France, but they did not win. So before we give this guy like the high praise and all that stuff, let this cat cook. Let him build up an awesome career, and I'll be happy to show him the love that he rightfully deserves because he's super talented. I don't knock that, but to have him up there with the Shaqs of the world and all these other great big men that are Hall of Famers, and this guy hasn't done anything.
I agree.
Kids. Slow down.
No, I agree with that. That was a good one.
No, I got one pushback. Everybody say, well, what about LeBron? LeBron is different, right? And let me tell you why. We heard about LeBron when he was in high school. They said, hey, this is the guy. ESPN was showing this man playing high school basketball on primetime television.
They were.
And then he came out and was just as good as advertised. It's one of the few times the NBA got it right from day one. So before you say, oh, what about LeBron? No, LeBron's been that guy ever since. Regardless of the flopping and all the other stuff that that they talk about. Yeah. He's been the guy since day one. Oh, big shout out to Precious. She said she brought Monopoly. So big shout out to her for bringing that up. Thank you very much, sis. We appreciate you. So that's my thing. It's not dissing Wemby. I feel like he's gonna be dope, but you just gotta let this guy cook. And I feel like we're so quickly trying to find the next guy. We're not even letting these guys really do what they're supposed to do.
No, we're not. We're not. And you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. And no, I don't have a Pettyville.
It's all good. But we can go to Mikeisms.
Let's do it.
Thank you, Sir John. I appreciate it. Big shout out to our producer, John. He's in the background making sure our boards are tight, make sure the commercials get played and all of our stuff. So we can't do this without you, sir. Thank you for being a gracious person to watch our show and work on it. All right, so Mikeisms are a little bit different. We'll explain this to the folks, right? Mikeisms is a nod to Mike, because Mike is one of the greatest poets I ever met. Who the hell needs Edgar Allan Poe when I got Mike Johnson in the building? I don't care what y'all talking about, right? But Mike is such a poet, he makes everything in the poetry. So if I tell you a bird and a head beats to the bush, Mike's poetry self would be like, two hands beat a bird and there was a bush involved. He's going to get the same, but he's going to say it different because he's a poet. So I am inspired by that, so I became his first disciple. So I myself do Mikeisms, and I read from books of music. So with that being said, today we're reading from the book of Aretha Franklin.
Oh, okay.
We're reading from Aretha Now, verse I Say a Little Prayer.
I like that.
All right. So I'm going to say this for our friends on Twitch. Shout out to WSAN. Don't be afraid to jump into adventures with both feet. I'll say it one more time for our friends on Instagram. Don't be afraid to jump into adventures with both feet. Unless you're skydiving with no parachute. Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. And for my last one, I have a serious question for everyone. And I'm going to put this to everybody who can hear my voice. This is a question that keeps me up at night, and it makes me, I can't get this decent answer, right? Was Bingo the farmer or the dog? I wait.
I thought he said. Okay.
There was a farmer who had a dog, and Bingo was his name on. So is he talking about himself? The farmer's name is Bingo, or the dog named Bingo?
I always thought it was the dog.
I did too, but then I watched this video, of course, because I on the internet way too much. I was like, damn, you're making me question everything.
Sounds like High Times.
No, that's the funny part. I wasn't
not you, but maybe the person that came up with the question was like, was he talking about the dog or the farmer?
This is why I need to go to bed at night, because I'm up looking for content.
Right. And then you go down that rabbit hole, and that messes you up. What's up, everybody? Y'all know the saying, we taking this thing to infinity and behind. We say behind because we celebrate every moment it took for us to get to where we at right now. So with that being said, here is the Mikeism. I only have one today.
All right.
You are only young once, but you can live immature for a lifetime.
Amen. Amen.
You are welcome.
And since Lady D is out today, I have a words of wisdom for our sister Lady D.
What you got?
So I gotta gussy myself up here. Gotta put some respect on it.
Yep.
This comes from our greatest poet outside of Mike, Anton Jackson. This man said, may your liquor be cold, and your women be hot, and may all your troubles roll off like snot. Words I live by. Thank you, Mr. Anton Jackson.
Thank you, sir. Oh, man.
Fun show, man. Fun show.
Always. I'm glad I came in and we knocked it out. We missed Lady D. We'll see her on next Monday, hopefully. Yep. She hasn't totally disowned. No, she hasn't. She's just not.
She just under the weather. She's cool. Just a little bit under the weather, but she'll be back next week. So I'm just glad she's okay.
Yeah, looking forward to working with her again next week.
No doubt. So where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram. Make sure you follow. I am _1 Mike. Instagram and Facebook, and I'm here every Monday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Dope.
Mondays.
Hey, I'm RG. I'm a proud co-host of the show we call it The Ops. You can catch me on Instagram under RGainsII. Also, if you so inclined, please check out our website, www.theunitedfrontnetwork.com. All of our show descriptions and all the stuff we're into is on there. If you so choose to actually donate to our show, we're at Cash App, United Front Network. Everything you donate to us, we put right back into this network because quality costs money, and we're not willing to not give you quality. So we spend a lot of money for this network. So we do this for you guys to make sure the quality is up to snuff, and hopefully you guys enjoy it because our job is to serve and entertain and inform you. Also, just so you know, for the rundown this week, we have Running with Scissors tomorrow, same time, 8 o'clock. Then on Wednesday, we have a brand new episode of a frank conversation with Ezel Moon. Ezel Moon interviews prominent people in our community, business owners, organization folks. It's pretty dope. So if you got a moment of your time, please check us out Tuesday and Wednesday because we got good content and positive content where you can actually enjoy.
I love it. Love it. All right.
I guess we're out of here so we can finish watching this basketball game.
You already know. Detroit basketball. Peace.